Welcome to English Practice Stories.
Hello, my dear friends. How are you? Let's start the story. Growing up, my parents would lose their shit over the pettiest of things. Even the simplest mistakes resulted in one being scorned, shamed, and ridiculed mercilessly because they think those are normal and appropriate responses to such mistakes. They did this with each other, bickering constantly, and also to me. This went on literally for years. If someone had a mishap with an item, then years later it would be, I remember we used to have an XYZ like that until Sama Mimion wasn't being careful and even more so, if whatever minor accident was embarrassing for the person. The inappropriate stories being told at even more inappropriate times. The endless ridicule, hey OP, remember when you dropped XYZ and it broke, you weren't paying attention then, haha. Be sure to subscribe to this channel and click on the bell icon to meet us again and hear more stories like this. Holy shit, it was toxic. It was a life-changing moment for me when I took a job in a warehouse for a while driving a forklift. Someone left a hammer out on the floor where they'd been working with it previously, and I backed over it with said forklift, breaking it. I naturally assumed that this would turn into a whole big energy-draining, gaslighting, and shameful incident. I presented the damaged item to my boss, who completely blew my mind by showing almost zero emotion whatsoever. Okay, he said, thanks for letting me know. Just throw the pieces away, and I'll write down that we need another one. And that was the end of it. If this had happened at home, it would have been yelling and a possibly hours-long heated argument complete with slamming doors and gaslighting. But instead, nothing. I just stood there, actually not knowing what to say or do. No scorning, no shaming, no ridicule, no what I now recognize as immature behavior, no nothing. There was this awkward silence as I stood there unsure of what to do next, as I'd never had an interaction like that before. He looked up at me somewhat confused, and I was like, okay, and went back to work. I'd never had an experience like that before. Today I realized that life around those people was so draining, not because of the things that happened, but rather their reaction to them. If someone spilled something on the floor, it was straight to, why aren't you being careful, blah blah blah, you need to watch what you're doing, blah blah blah. Today, when I spill something on the floor, I realize it's really not a big deal at all. It's cleaned up in seconds and life goes on. It's so much different. Simply not being around that stuff anymore is like a giant weight that's gone. I can't imagine how people live like that, losing their shit over the most mundane things. I realize there's a time to be angry and so forth, but it's not for most little things in daily life. Life is so much different when one replaces the expectation of such a reaction with compassion and understanding and says, that's okay. We'll just fix this real quick. It's fine. Just wanted to share. I hope everyone here will experience life differently than you have so far. Any similar experiences? Give me your honest thoughts. I am eager to hear your perspective and learn from your input. So please do write your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you all for listening to my story. I wish for happiness in your family. Pressing like and subscribe is a big help for me. Bye for now.
If you like our story, subscribe English Practice Stories channel and click the bell icon.